What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Today is October 2nd, and we are officially in the fourth quarter. And I'm excited to get into this episode today, or this series. We'll be doing a lot more of these, but it is deal or no deal. So let me give you some context. I want to show you guys how we analyze deals and how we look at things from just a residential standpoint. So we're going to be going through some houses that we get from our network. So I'm going to be going through some wholesaler deals. I was going to go and take a look at some of the deals that we have in our pipeline. Maybe I'll do that on another deal or no deal episode. But for this one, I'm looking at a couple wholesalers. I'm going to try my best not to put their information because these wholesalers, I want to keep them anonymous. This isn't to bash them, because sometimes sometimes their numbers aren't going to be numbers correct, I guess. Everyone has their own opinion. So I'm not wanting to bash any wholesalers. We love working with wholesalers. We also wholesale properties that we're not going to keep. Remember, you want to always keep the best and then sell the rest, right? So we work with wholesalers. I am going to be going through two of their deals, and I'm just going to use some of the resources that are free, like Zillow. And I am going to be using tools that aren't free as well, but I would love to share them with you. We have, I can share the links in wherever this is going to be. YouTube, I think we're going live on YouTube and Instagram. So I'll put the links in there. You can try them. We have an affiliate link. You'll get free credits to use it, but so that is just a little bit of context. Also, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, yesterday I did a live and I was sharing my screen, but I accidentally didn't open up my share screen and restream. Still trying to figure this out, but if you want that sheet, it's just straight up the three ways to find contractors. Let me know, hit me up. Anyways, also too, we have a new podcast. That podcast is called Cash Flow, Real Estate, and Money. This episode might go to the podcast. I'm not sure, but definitely there's a ton of value there. All the lessons that we've learned in the decade of doing this real estate investing, building a rental portfolio of over 300 doors. And recently in our business, we're actually selling a bunch of our single family rentals to make way into some commercial deals. So I'm excited about that. But this episode of Deal or No Deal, I'm going to be going through how we look at deals that we might be able to keep as rentals, might be good fix and flip deals, some of the things that I look at. And then I can answer any questions if you are seeing this wherever you are at. I'm going to try and field the questions after the fact. But so first and foremost, let me share my screen here. So I've got Zillow pulled up. This is the address that I'm going to be analyzing. Let me see here. I got the pictures here, right? Let's see. I believe that the wholesaler is asking, let me just double check here. I think in the 90s. So right off the bat, yeah, 90, 89.9. So, basically 90. But the strategy with 89.9 is that everybody that's looking for properties in that price point at 90 and less, they'll be able to see it. So they're asking about 90K. What I like to look at in Zillow, let me make sure that my screen, okay. So it's a 3-1. I like to do a street view. I know where this is at. This is in a pocket of, that's because we've done deals here. We've actually done a deal on Leona before. And this is definitely not the best area. I wouldn't hold properties here, but I will put the numbers into my little calculator. Some board ups here. Let me see. And the reason why this area technically, they're calling it Milo Grogan, and it's a transitioning area. It's going to take a while for this part of town to kind of take off. I think this is where our property is at, right here. Decent sized lot. Let me get out of here. And then I look at kind of the lot size. I just like to take a look at the lot size. So we got a small lot size. Year built's 1946. 3-1. Looks to be, from the looks of it, it looks like, it looks like there would be, what, 2 bedrooms on the first floor and then maybe 1 bedroom up top. So maybe like a Cape Cod. I am going to pull up this because I like to look at the auditor's site as well. Here we go. To see what they have on the auditor's site. So wait a second here. This got the wrong address. Let me make sure I have the right address. 1002 Leona. 1002. Okay. Saying it's got 5 bedrooms. Auditor site, I think, is wrong. Let me take a look at the house and see if we got the same house here. Yeah, we do. All right, so we've got about 1,154 square feet. I like to look at the what they have it in at 1.5 stories, and it's a Cape Cod. It even has that it was remodeled back in 1978. Awesome. You got a full basement. But I definitely don't think there's 5 bedrooms in here. Let me see if there was permits pulled. They replaced the furnace in 2023. A roof was put. Cool. So our auditor site, the Franklin County auditor site, has a lot of useful information. It's probably one of the best auditor sites in the nation. Super, it's got a lot of good things in here. You got, you can see if they pull permits. You can also pull up the mapping here. And so what this shows you is, look, this has an extra lot. Okay. All right. So there might be a play here to get this house and then maybe build right here. You got to, look at it from the standpoint of like, what does it cost to build? So there might be that play here. So let's take a look at the pictures now. They're asking 90. Let me go here. All right. Pink walls, drop ceilings. What do you guys think of those pink walls? Definitely. So this got carpet throughout. So all that's got to go. We got to put LVP throughout. Drop ceilings. It needs a complete overhaul in the kitchen. Wood paneling. I mean, this looks, oof. I've seen worse, but that looks nasty. Respectfully. Looks like they did not really keep up with the place. You guys agree? All right. Definitely renovations need to happen there. Older foundation. You see this? So the hot water tank, see how it's rusty? You're going to need a new hot water tank. It's going to come up on an inspection. And, the furnace looks a little bit newer. You got this foam insulation right here. Ooh. Let's see right here. Okay. All right. New furnace. Year old. Panel looks to be okay. There's definitely This is a small bedroom, right? Small. You got a leak there. So then you got this little thing here. You go upstairs. So this might be some, oh, sorry, functional obsolescence. I was paying attention in realtor school for just that. Functional obsolescence. All right, so it's a little slow here for the rest of the pictures. All right, so upstairs, we've got another room. So you got to go through a room to get into another room. I don't like that. But this technically could be a bedroom. But here's what I saw. Something happened here. That looks like a fire. Definitely looks like a fire. All that soot, it's got to be addressed, and we might have to pull permits for this because it probably caught on fire. And it might not be that big of a deal, but I think if you're going to do a good rehab here, you're going to need to address that. So I've got a decent sized lot. This is that lot here, that extra lot. Okay. I think from what I'm seeing, it's a smaller house, but there's a lot of things that need to happen here to get it up to a 2024 standard. Um, this this house is probably pushing, let's see, 1,100 square feet. From what I saw, depending on the severity of that one little area that caught on fire, I'm probably anticipating our rehab crews to probably come in at like a 70K, 70 to 80K in rehab, even if it's a smaller house, because of all the updates that need to happen inside. That's my initial thought, and that's from seeing a bunch of these guys recently. We've got some new crews and seeing their estimates come in at. And I'm being conservative. All right, so then I look at some of the other homes that have sold, and I'm just using Zillow, guys. So we got this thing that sold 9 days ago here at 16th Avenue, which ours is on the other side. Let me pull up the map. So ours is on Leona. This one sold, where is Leona compared to this? Other side of Cleveland Avenue is where ours is. So I think Leona's somewhere around here. Let me look, double checking. This isn't too far away, but let me just double check here. Yeah, ours is right here. So this one's up here. It's a little bit different pocket. North, kind of South Linden is where that comp is. So, but let's take a look. This sold 9 days ago. How many days on market did it take to sell? Listed in end of August, went contingent in 2 days, sold for 170. I don't have any pictures. So, what kind of condition was this in? Let's look at realtor.com. No pictures. Interesting. Here we go. Redfin to the rescue. Decent house, livable, not updated at all. Got some nice hardwood floors. Went pretty quick for 170. Looks like a Cape Cod. Nice sized backyard. Okay. I'm gonna look at another house here. So you see that ours is right here and all these other comps are up here. That's okay. It's not too far away. So if we're into this thing for 90 and we got to put, you know, 60 to 70 in it, it kind of puts it out of the mix for a fix and flip. But just curious. So these other homes are a little bit bigger and they're on another side of, all right, the area here. So I'm going to pull something up. I always just like to look and see what else is going on in this little pocket of Milo. So here's the better side of Milo Groban here, where houses are selling for more. This one sold for $349. Bigger house, completely probably decked out. Let's see what this one was. Yeah, siding. Only has 2 photos, but this is coming soon. I mean, it had sold. Okay. I know this is a good rehab. I noticed the real estate agent that is selling this, and she does really good work. So this one is close by, listed for, and this is a different type of house. Well, maybe not so different, but it's got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, way bigger than ours, has an extra bathroom. They just took a price cut. It's been 134 days on Zillow. A lot of decent amount of saves, but they just took a price cut. So if I'm going to be putting something out in the market close by, this is the competition. They just lowered their price. And my house needs to be a lot better than that. So I think our house is somewhere around here. All right. Here's why I'm not going to do this deal from a fix and flip standpoint. Just the numbers doesn't make sense. For me, I would probably need to pick this up for probably somewhere around 30 or 40. Okay. And I'm listing this right underneath that one that I just showed you. 199, where I would go. Let me see here. Let's see if this thing can cash flow. So I'm thinking this thing is probably worth around 180 conservatively. 200 if we did a full rehab. These repair costs, I think, are going to be more than that. You know, I'm thinking upwards of 70 or 80. So let's go back to Zillow here. Saying that it could rent out for 1505. But again, look, if it's worth 180 and I need to be all in for 75%, I need to be all in for 135. So I'm taking the what I think is a fair price for an after repair value for a rental. I think it's 180, based on what I'm seeing in this house and some of the other things that are on the market. 180 times 75%, because that's what my all-in number is going to be. So my all-in number needs to be 135. If I buy this thing for, 90, and I'm putting 70K into the deal, what is that? I'm 160. Just doesn't make sense. They're asking too much, my opinion. Now, I'm not taking into account, I've never been there. I'm just looking at the pictures. Older home, a little bit of fire damage. The good news is I got a new furnace. The electrical looks to be newer, but this was, if you look at the auditor's comments on here for as far as improvements, permits, they put a furnace in, a heat pump, and that's it. They replaced the roof back in 07. So, okay, good. Cuts the expenses a little bit. I'm gonna just it doesn't make sense to me to keep it as a rental either. Um, Even if we had a smaller rehab there and we pieced it out a little bit, just doesn't make sense still because of the fact, like, what am I gonna do with it? I need to refinance my private lender out, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So, not gonna do the deal. Its estimates saying it's worth 110. Um, I'm gonna look for another deal. All right. So not gonna work for me because let me so not gonna do the deal because you got fire damage, it needs more work. I can probably make it work if it's what did I say? Probably around 40K. 40 plus 70, 110. Um, it's not a deal for me. I don't like the area either. I just I wouldn't do it. So I'm gonna pull up another deal. No offense to that wholesaler, if you're watching this and you know who that is, it's just a numbers thing. All right, so I'm gonna pull up another one. This actually came in an hour ago. All right, here's the address. Let me share my screen here. Done a deal on this street before. Small house. Okay, so this just sold recently. Interesting. Let's see if it was on the market. Nope. Sold off market. Small lot. I like that it's a little bit newer. Bedrooms and bathrooms. It's a small little house. I don't like that, but I'll take a look at it anyways. I'll give it a shot. So let me look at street view. Let me peek around. What's up, guy? Pretty standard part of South Hilltop. All the houses are close together. I like that it's not on a busy street. I think the last one that we had on Safford was a fix and flip. Okay. Decent sized lot or decent sized, it's not a busy street, decent street. Our lot's small. Let me go back to the map. All right. I like that it's south of Sullivan and just north of Mound. Um, I think our fix and flip was right around here, somewhere on Safford. This street um is better, way better in my opinion, from buying and holding in the Hilltop than like Central Hilltop right here. Okay. Ideally, I'd like to be a little bit more west, like right here, Holly Hill, Georgian Heights. Okay. Anyways, guess from experience, but let's take a look at this and see what we could do. So it recently sold. Um, they are asking. What are they asking here? Asking for a down payment. Why? It's weird. I can't really understand. Sometimes wholesalers want down. I mean, are they selling this in owner financing? What is this? Okay, here we go. Oh, this guy like puts comps. All right. Their opinion, it's worth 174.9. Rehab's 47.5. Okay. Let's take a look at they're saying two. Oh yeah, this is all good. Can we get more pictures though? Here we go. It's trashed in an inside. Wish I could zoom in. Oh, cool. You can zoom in. Can't really see the hot water tank, bottom, ton of trash. Floors look to be not in good condition. Man, look at that hole. Someone was pissed off. It looks like it's been vacant for a while. So they bought it for 63. Maybe they're just quickly trying to sell it. It's hard to really understand what they're asking for here, though. Do you guys see I don't see an asking price. So I guess they want you to call them. All right. Well, no worries. They think it's worth 174.9. Let's see what's going on in this pocket. I'm just using Zillow. This one sold for 65. Another 2-1 sold 16 days ago for 106.5. Smaller. This looks like a rental. So 106.5. It's one comp. Whoops. Go back. 119. This one's a 1-1. This one sold 15 days ago. 538 Wheatland. Outdated. Clean though. This one's a 3-1, another one 2-1, 159.9 Whitehead. That's actually a duplex. All right, so I am gonna check and see what's going on in the market here. 2-1 apply, home type, house. Nothing's really going pending. 179.9, the price cut. 174.8. This one's that was Colombian right here, right? Let me see, where's ours again? Ours is right there. So I'm only gonna focus on ones that are like right in this pocket. All this stuff is just a different side of the hilltop. Price cut, yeah. I don't think it's worth 170. They're saying 174.8 or 174.9, I think is what they're saying. I don't think so, because stuff's not selling. See how long this one's been on the market. Just 5 days. All right, it's getting a lot of action. Our house is way smaller, though. Yeah, these are all different style homes and bigger. All right, so I'm gonna disagree with this this opinion of what it's worth. I think it's worth less. Let me see what actually is sold here in the last 90 days. Yeah, nothing's really selling. That's super small. So conservatively, this one was 3-1, 2-story. Ours is like a small little. Let me go here and look. $21.74 Safford, 2-1. Ranch, crawl space. Also, like to look at aerial photos to see if what's on the lot. Looks like there's a garage. Double check that, right? Permits. All right, hot water heater replaced. Furnace placed. Okay. My opinion is it's definitely not worth what they're thinking. Just respectfully, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings here. But I think ours is closer to like 140, 150 at the end of the day. Anywho, where was I? Okay, so let's take a look at the rental amount. Guys, I use Zillow's estimate for, I like to use this estimate to see a gauge in what they think the rentals are, you know, what they could rent it for. But I also know that in this area too, and I also look at I look at Section 8. I think Section 8 around this pocket's around 1,200 for a 2-bedroom. So just a little bit of history, but I use Zillow. I use their estimate for rent. To what I do. So what's for rent out here? For rent. A lot of stuff's for rent. This is definitely a little rental pocket. But let's see what some 2-bedrooms are renting out for. Yeah, 1145, a little bigger house. Ours is small. I think it would be stretching if we got 1,200 over there. Maybe 1,100. This one's got an extra bath. 26 days ago, and it's still on the market. All right, so let's see here. I think it's 150. And I also agree, it's probably around 45-ish. I'm just using this 1,100, 1,200. Purchase. I'm in the red. Not gonna buy this deal. Oof, definitely not gonna buy this deal. Definitely needs more than 45K, and look at this garage. All right, not gonna be a deal for me. I'm not. It's too small, anyways, too. But okay, these 2 deals, not gonna buy. Love to buy your deals, so if you got any, send me a, our buying criteria is if we're gonna be renting it out, 75% of the all-in. That's our buying criteria, guys. 75% all in. For rentals, I like 3-bedroom, 1 baths. I'm not looking at your pockets at all. I just look at the numbers and happily pay 20, 30, 40, 50K in assignments. I don't give a shit. I don't. I want you to make money. We're buying heavily for, I'm looking at bigger deals, but if it's a single, I like to stay in Columbus, some of the outskirts of Columbus. Outskirts would be like, Newark, Delaware, maybe Marysville. But anywho, I'm not going to buy those 2 deals. I know those wholesalers. They're great. If you have deals in Ohio, send me a message. My IG is right here on the Restream link. I'm going to go through the questions, and then let's make this a wrap. This is officially, this is called Deal or No Deal. If you have deals that you want me to take a look at in real time, I'd love to do that. I just need to see the address, an estimate on what you think rehab is for, and I'll underwrite them for you. We got a question here from from what I can see, I think this is coming from YouTube. Fish and chimps are there investors that just put up the money and others invest in houses. So yeah, investors, I think what you're asking if they just put up the money. So we use private capital to acquire a lot of times, a lot of private money lenders. We have been doing this a while and have built up a really good track record with our private money lenders. And so they'll put up the purchase and the renovation funds. And so that's key because, when you're doing this, you don't want to use all of your cash because if you did, then you're just, you're strapped for cash. So we like to use private lenders to as leverage because then we are going to be using all their funds to buy it, renovate it, and then we can use our PYF method to then do our style of the BRRRR strategy, and then go to a bank. That's why I was saying earlier in this 75% our all-in needs to be at the max 75% so that when we go and refinance it at the end, we get all their money back, all our money back, or all our investors' money back, pay them off. And then we're making those note payments to the bank with the rent that's coming in. So yes, we definitely use private lenders. And if you guys need help with private lending, how to structure the deals, that's why we're doing this off. We have a program. It's called Launch. Let me share my screen again. This is our back end of school. This is what you're going to learn. These are all our modules. We're actually adding some new modules in here for hiring. But these are lead gen strategies, lead conversion, disposition. So all we're really doing from a residential standpoint is, if the deal doesn't make sense for us to buy and it's off market, we're going to sell it. And the ways that we're going to do it is we're going to try and sell it to a cash buyer. We're going to try and sell it to a buyer using a conventional loan. And that's really it. If we can't buy it, we're going to try and monetize it because you got marketing dollars being spent and you want to recoup the marketing dollars. So this right here is our private money, right? Course. How to keep your private money lenders protected. What it is, notes, the different types of deal structures when it comes to private money. We have conversations with private lending, so we even show you some text messages. It's all here. In our program, if you need help with actually, with our students that we coach, if you have a private lender or a potential private lender that you want us to help you talk to, we'll get on a three-way call and help you through that. But these are all our modules, and you get us 3 times a week. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Any other questions? Let me look here on the other side of IG. Oh, Corey. All right. Corey's got a deal. Corey's actually one of our students. He wants us to take a look at 3254. Corey, I'm running out of time, but definitely bring this up today on our coaching call. I'd love to take a look at it there in depth. Okay. Just running out of time. Just text me about this live. Okay. Can't zoom in. It's not big enough for 5 bedrooms. Yep. All rooms must be tiny. Yep. Okay. Not a lot of questions there. Guys, this has been great to hang out. I like looking at deals like this. You get to see the mind get to see my mind and how I look at it. So just so you know, I mean, this is many years that I've been doing this, so it's a lot faster for me. But you want to take your time and just double check, but you don't want to get stuck in this phase of like analysis paralysis. You want to make the offer, right? You want to get the deal, then take the action. And this is what we help you with in our program. But I really had a good time. It's 11:40. I don't see that many questions here. So if you're looking at this later down the road, not live, and if you do have questions, just put in the comments. Some quick announcements, and then I'm going to call it a day. October 22nd is our next live event. If you're in our Facebook group, we've got two. One is Cream Resources for Real Estate. Get into that one. That's more for people that are looking to invest in their real estate education to become a real estate investor or become a better real estate investor. Get in there. And then the other one is more of a networking, more local to the Central Ohio. That's Columbus Real Estate and Money. So the details for that event is going to be in there. Love to see you guys in person. What you're going to notice at these events is there's lenders there, there's other wholesalers there, other real estate investors, fix and flippers, buy and hold investors, real estate agents. And then sometimes you'll see CPAs in there, real estate attorneys in there. So you can really build your power team, especially if you're new. Definitely get to that event. Again, appreciate your attention. And we got a comment here. I'm out of Newark. We're developing 24 new construction apartments. Awesome. We should jump in a call, possibly have coffee sometime. Cool, Brian, congrats. Sounds like you're doing some big things. Connect with me on IG and let's have a chat. So, y'all, this has been this week's live stream. I'll probably be doing this again. Deal or no deal. Looks like these two aren't going to fit what I'm looking for, but they might fit what you're looking for. But be careful out there. Double check numbers, double check ARVs, and rehab. Make sure you're conservative on the rehab because the past 15 to 20K rehabs that we were all trying to push our numbers through isn't going to work this time around. 20K, 15 to 20K nowadays is like 40 to 50K. That's what I'm seeing. But anyways, it's been great, y'all. We will talk. I will talk to you guys probably soon here because I'm going to be doing some more lives. Definitely